Imagine waking up now and realize that there is no food. Not today, not tomorrow, and maybe never again. Now think about it for a second. How long could you hold out? 1 day? 2? 1 week? Now imagine this happening for weeks, months, years. Entire families waiting for something that never arrives. Children crying from hunger, empty fields, dead animals, and a different kind of silence. Not the silence of the plague, but the silence of scarcity. That's what happened in Europe at the beginning of the 14th century. Even before the Black Death, hunger was already killing her slowly. Most people imagine the Middle Ages as a difficult period, but few understand how fragile that world truly was. Survival depended on one thing: the harvest. If the harvest went well, people survived. If it went wrong, everything was falling apart. And that's exactly what started to happen. Around 1315, the rains didn't stop. Days and more days of storm. The sky is always grey. The soil was waterlogged. The seeds rotted before they even sprouted. Wheat, lost. Barley, destroyed. The food, disappearing. In the beginning, people believed it was just a bad year. Something temporary. Something that would pass. But it didn't pass. The following year came, and it got worse. And then another, and another one. And suddenly, an entire generation was living through it, without knowing when the next meal would come. No food. Prices started to rise and climb fast. Bread has become a luxury. Only those with money could afford to buy it. And the poorest. They started selling everything they had. Tools, clothes, lands. And when there was nothing left to sell, all that remained was wait. And when hunger truly sets in, she changes people. Accounts from the time describe something disturbing. People eating anything. Dead animals. Remains. Tree bark. Anything that could stave off hunger for one more day. And with time, despair is growing. Theft is on the rise. Violence appears. Families are starting to break apart. Entire villages are abandoned. The medieval system, it's starting to crack. Because hunger doesn't discriminate. She has no respect for wealth. She doesn't respect position. She just consumes. Millions of people died during this period. Not all at once, but slowly. Day after day, hopeless. Now think about this, we're stuck. What if it were you? And the scariest thing of all. But that wasn't the worst of it. Because this famine left the population weakened. Weak bodies, without resistance. And it was precisely in this setting that something invisible began to spread. Something that nobody could see, something that nobody understood. And when it arrived, what the famine started has ended. Now tell me in the comments, could you survive in a scenario like that? And if you want to continue discovering the darker side of the story, subscribe to the Dark Reality channel. Because here, the story is told without illusions. In the next episode, we're about to delve into an even more disturbing story, more than anything you've seen so far.